It's the Black Real Estate Dialogue. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in.
Walk us through your first deal, how you found it, and just what happened. How you were able to figure out that this was the right property.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's the same method. I don't say method, but as far as getting to the point where you're pulling the trigger, which is the same way, for you, where you looked at it of like, what am I putting in versus what am I getting out? It's very simple. And at that point, I'm not about to sit here and tell you like I did um, because a lot of people, I don't know why, like they want to make it so much harder than it needs to be. But they want to find a foreclosure that's also in tax default, that also like has a like is also a short sale, right? That like they make it so much harder than like what it needs to be. And I found this deal right off the MLS. I had my agent that was out there because I'm with EXP Realty. Shout out to EXP Realty. And I said, listen, this is my first deal. I don't need nothing crazy. I don't need no major like fixer upper. I don't need none of that to start because I'm not there. And I'm not like, I don't want to get into those. But we had equity in one of our properties. And the part that people need to realize, like if you're sitting on $150,000, $200,000 in equity, that's the same thing as dead cash. Like that's the same thing as you having equity, like, or quote unquote, that's the same thing as you having cash in the bank. It's useless because it's there unless you either refinance, bring it out, whether you sell the property, take out a HELOC, but it's just sitting there. So we had a lot of money in equity in our first property that we bought. And I was just like, listen, I just like to get my feet wet. I just want to park the cash, right? It's easy to do 20% down there, right? We're on a $120,000 property, which at that point, that plus the closing costs will end up being like 30 grand. And I just wanted to, one, break the ice of buying out of state. And then we can get all into the like nitty gritty and all the like amazing deals and so on and so forth. But let's just buy it, 20% down. I still want to hit my numbers as far as a cash on cash return. But we found it right on the MLS. It was a duplex, and and it's weird because like I don't even go after duplexes anymore. But this is because it was in a different state. Like we wanted to at least like get our feet wet. But I'll say this: I'll never go after a duplex that's just the same unit on both floors. So if it's a 2-bed, 1-bath on the first floor, and if it's a 2-bed, 1-bath on the second floor, and that's it, like I'm what I found is that doesn't make you the return. The third floor is finished where the second unit has the second floor and third floor combined.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So they almost had this, so they have 2 levels. They have 2 levels, even though that's the second unit, and you're able to command more in rent. I'm never gonna go after something that's just 2 units, I'm sorry, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath on the first unit, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath on the second unit. Unless it's an amazing deal, like obviously. But for the numbers, I needed nothing less than a triplex, or I needed a duplex with something that's finished so I can rent out the second and third floor just, combined. But I called my agent. We were like, here's what we're looking for. Here's what we're trying to do. Put me up on your search. I'm gonna run the numbers, and then we're gonna make offers from there. That's it. Property came out. We were actually under contract at one point. And this is why I said like it's a journey, like, and I don't want to scare people off. But at one point we were we were under contract on 11 units total. We were on the we had our offer accepted on 11 units total.
Wow.
And I want people to realize that like you're like submit offers, you are not bound to anything. There's ways that you can back out the deal if it doesn't work. So we were submitting offers. We wound up getting a couple offers accepted. Amazing. But the deal itself still has to prove itself to us. So we did our home inspection. All of a sudden, maybe it was too much work. right? The seller misrepresented their quote unquote problem in the basement. It wound up being even more. But all that to say is that we wound up not going after well, this property was one of the 11 units. So, so we wound up not going after those because of some repairs or home inspection or appraisal or whatever the case. And then we wind up closing on this particular property. But straight off the MLS, and that's how we got it done.
Love it, love it. Dope. So you're in the rehab process now, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, because that wasn't the plan, right? So and we could talk about the bad too, right? So this is just real, but it's costing me a little bit more than what I thought it was going to, right? Just in total transparency. And in that particular case, again, which is why, not to say that I don't care, but it's an amazing learning lesson.
Right.
Because I got 30, and mind you, I'm blessed at least for the college or university that I went to, but we spent money for school, right? So my student loan debt, so on and so forth. I'm spending 30 grand on something I've never done before, or I'm sorry, spending 30 grand on something I've done before, just in an environment that I haven't done it in before. And if it costs an extra 5,000 that I wasn't planning on spending, an extra 10 grand, it doesn't matter in the long run.
Right.
The reason why is because this is going to pay me. And it's just a great learning experience because one, I've developed the team that I need in order to continue to scale there. I've now learned that if I'm in New Jersey, Cleveland is 20 degrees colder in New Jersey. So we closed on the property and I was trying to get the gas on for the longest. I don't even know why it took that long, but one of my pipes burst in the property. Yeah, annoying, right? But nothing that you're not gonna encounter as you keep doing this business, right? So we're almost finished. So we're happy about that. And then we're gonna get tenants in there. We're gonna let it do its thing. And like we were talking before, I wanna get that first rental check, so that way I know that it's real, that it's real. Because at that point, it's over. It's over. We're going after big units and big units only.
Definitely. Love it, man. And then you also had a recent deal that you structured very creatively. So tell us more about that too. You got stuff going on in Cleveland. You got stuff going on at home. You just got a whole lot going on right now. So tell us more about it. You're killing the game right now, man.
I appreciate that. It's humbling to see, so me and wife are at 16 units now, and it's humbling to watch the journey because it's all documented. It was just it all started with the first property, and there's nothing different. And we're under. I'm gonna come on this platform. I'm speaking it into existence, and we'll see what happens. I'm not even about to play the superstitious end or none of that. This is just what's real, what's facts. But we're in the process of trying to close something out in LA, which is very, 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 very special, at least for us and at least for wifey, since she was born and raised out there. So hopefully everything goes well with that. That'll be another very, very creative deal. But the one that we just closed, long story short, especially under your personal name. Under your personal name, the Cleveland property is in an LLC. Under your personal name, they're going to look at your personal debt to income ratio. They're going to do the same thing on the LLC end, but they are more concerned. There's personal lending and then there's asset-based lending. So Cleveland is more of an asset-based, not even more, but Cleveland, I had to get an asset-based lender because they just looked at if the property can sustain itself from a rental income aspect. They'll look at your income and credit score and things like that just to make sure that, that you're not just terrible with money, but it's all about the property. When it's under your name, and that's where you get the best rates and things like that. But when it's under your name, they're going to look at your personal debt. They're going to be more uh, uh, they're gonna like scrutinize your debt to income ratio a lot more.
Mhm.
And me and wifey had already had 3 properties in our names at that point. Yeah, already had 3 properties in our name. So the only reason why and as a matter of fact, the only reason why I couldn't qualify for myself was because we had bought a property in 2020. Let me make sure I got my numbers right. Yes, we had bought a property in 2020. We closed in November.
Mhm.
I only had December's worth of rental income that I was able to claim on my 2020's taxes when I filed my taxes in April of 2021. So they only saw the 1 month worth of rental income. So in order to qualify for the property that I just bought, I needed the full year's worth of rental income from that property,
Mhm.
which although I had, I didn't claim taxes yet because I'm claiming taxes now. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm filing taxes now for 2021.
Right.
And the deal came to me like last year.
What's up, y'all? Sam here from the Black Real Estate Dialogue podcast. Thank you so much for watching another episode. Definitely take a moment to subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Also, visit our website, blackrealestatedialogue.com, and follow on Instagram at Black Real Estate Dialogue. Talk to you soon.